considered myself as a sculptor, and beside of, many other things, I'm also running a big culture institution here in Prague. I'm also a pilot. I'm also, from time to time, an actor, whatever, architect, actually.
What got you into doing would you say sculpting work?
That's I begin on design because I also have kind of like a technical education, so I begin on design. And since both my parents are an artist, it's naturally happened that while being on the design department in the university, I swapped to sculpture department because I had much more, exhibitions and free art going on.
Can you tell us about the Pink Tank?
Well, Pink Tank was an action which I did in, I think, 91 or probably 91, after the end of the communism, or so-called the end of the communism. I decided, and organized a bunch of friends to paint the old Russian memorial, which was staying in the center of Prague. And it used to be a memorial for freedoming Prague by the Russian army. But for us, of course, after the occupation of the country in '68 by the Russian army, we did not really feel that, it is the symbol of liberalization, but it was more or less a symbol of occupation. So we decided to paint it pink, and then the whole chain of consequences begins. So the Czech officials repainted back on green, and then I happened to be prosecuted for the public law disturbance, or the law is called public disturbance or something like that. Yeah. And then a bunch of members of parliament decided to actually save me, and since they had the parliamentary immunity, they went to the same place and painted pink again. So, so basically the tank was changing color every 2 weeks. And of course the Russians were protesting, and like a lot of things were going on because of that. And then I was probably freed by something, I don't know, whatever, it's a long time ago. Whatever, the result is that the tank was removed, which was really good.
Is there like a certain thing that sticks with you that like you feel like is, like what do you feel really good about? What would you say the best piece of artwork you created was?
I have a couple of probably favorites, but it's very hard, to say what is the best one. I don't know.
Got it.
What? Yeah.
Okay. What's the story to the PalmSpringsBabies? Can you tell us about the project?
Well, those babies which are actually now in Palm Springs are the babies which were installed in the Prague TV tower for 20 years. What happened after 20 years is that since many people are saying that the weather is not changing, unfortunately the weather is changing. And as a pilot, I can prove it. And what happened is that the regulations and especially in terms of architecture and and the strength limits tripled since because of the wind load. And the wind load it's really like, it's 3 times more than 20 years ago, which is kind of hard to say if the weather is not changing. So the weather is changing. It's obvious. So if anybody, saying that it's not, it's simply wrong. And since the regulations changed, the standards changed completely, the construction of the inner construction of the babies simply did not fit the regulations. And since they are installed in the center of Prague, in the center of city, in between the residential area, the owner of the tower decided that they have to fulfill the regulations and all the standards. So basically, the original one had to be taken down, and now the new set is being produced with completely redesigned inner skeleton, and they will be attached in the fall. So that's why I have another 10 spare babies. But they're really the originals, which everybody knows. And so we decided that it would be nice to do something with them, and that was it. So it happened that Christian Woman decided that it would be kind of cool to move them to Palm and exhibit them in that empty spot. Pit.
Where can the Coachella Valley find you online?
My site, babiesinPalmsprings.cz. I also have, so that is my official site, and then I have Facebook, and that's it. I would like to thank the creator of this world that he let us to do it, but who the fuck knows who is the creator? Well, enjoy the babies.
All right, David. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.